GM, and welcome back to Crypto Saving Expert, the show where we discuss the latest cryptocurrency news and introduce you to the pioneers and the founders of the space. Today, I'm joined by a good friend of mine and someone that we met actually earlier on in the year at the Solana Temple. But I've seen your content. You make really good content, and you do it all for a good cause as well. Quan, say hello to everyone. I hope you're doing well.
Appreciate it, man. What up, everybody? Spud, amazing guy. Appreciate you. Yeah, we met at Solana Temple and the vibes were good. I was like, yeah, I gotta get this guy on a regular basis. And then definitely you being in Thailand was dope. Met up in Copenhagen.
Yes,
had some good little times by the pool. Good vibes, man. Good people.
Shout out to Copenhagen, and you've been on a similar journey to myself. You've been living the kind of crypto nomad life over in Thailand for a few years now, right? How have you been finding that?
Bro, I love it. I thought originally it was like, oh, I love Thailand, which I do, but I just love Southeast Asia. It's different. It's still so much to explore. Obviously, I want to explore other parts of the world, but I think spending 2 to 5 years somewhere gives you enough to kind of really get an authentic feel. So yeah, man, loving it.
Awesome. And we'll touch on Vietnam and Bali later in the show today as well, guys. We've got an announcement to make actually, and we have Quan and George actually is in the background here. So stay tuned, guys. We will be making an announcement. Perhaps you guys will be able to come up to Southeast Asia with the Solana crew, but we will keep that for the end. Right now, we're going to go have a look at the price of Bitcoin, have a look at some news. As always, guys, make sure to slap a like on this video. If there's any altcoins, any meme coins you want us to go through, please whack that in the chat as well. And guys, if you want the links are all in the description there. If you want to give Quan a follow, please go follow the link there. And but yeah, let's get straight into it. We'll have a look at crypto bubbles first. Let me just pull this up.
Also start with crypto bubbles.
Yeah. I love crypto bubbles. It's good visually, man. It's the first thing I check when I wake up in the morning. It's my morning routine. Have a quick look on crypto bubbles, because normally you can, it's easy to identify if there's one that's just completely run away, and you're like, wow, even like Pengu here. Why is Pengu up 7% when the rest of the market's not? And then you go online and then you do your research from there. So I always recommend crypto bubbles. Very visual. When you're half asleep in the morning, it's an easy one to check rather than a load of numbers. But this is on the daily. Let's go to the weekly here, because we haven't streamed in the last week. Pengu is up 53%. Are you a holder? Did you hold on to your Pengu airdrop, Quan?
No, it's still worth less right now. Like, even though it's up 53%.
It is, yeah.
It looks good, but yeah, like selling was definitely the better option. And then I bought some back at the bottom and staked a little bit for like just money I could just forget about, because it's the pudgies. We've seen how the boo-boos right now are doing with the toy meta. So I think this next wave of maybe NFTs could be like a little bit better with memes.
Yeah. So me and George, we were actually at the Pudgy Penguins event here at EFCC yesterday. I've got some content that's coming out later. You'll see on Instagram and all of that, guys. But basically, I was going around asking, are NFTs dead? My opinion on NFTs are they are dead. There's different ways that we can kind of utilize them, and maybe some of the OGs will stick around. But the general consensus from people, maybe they're a little bit biased, but they were all saying no, NFTs are not dead. We're here to stay. But what's your take on that, Quan?
So we do actually have some plans for Pilled. They're going to integrate NFTs, but not in a way that's kind of like saturated, which I think NFTs are dead because people oversaturated the market. But like the membership role that NFTs played is still a really strong point. Matricia and all the different things that allow you to like enter different things per wallet gating. And then I also think with NFTs though, if you go back to like the luxury side, like Boogles, even like Bored Apes had access to some of the best airport lounges, even though like some people were like, I'll never fly. Some people were flying like every day. So it was just like, boom,
no
investment. So yeah, I I can't get into a lot of it, but I'll have some very limited supply of NFTs, which most of them will be given out, and they'll have some perks by the
Yeah.
end of the year. Yeah.
I think that's the way that NFTs work. You know, adding the utility, kind of going back to, like you say, basically membership cards, but then still having that community aspect. I think it was trying to get into place back in 2021 when you know, there was DGods parties and Solana Monkey business parties, and you had to have an NFT to get in, and that kind of just diluted over time a little bit, and people kind of lost that sense of community with NFTs. I think the traditional way that we view NFTs from 2021 is past, and I think the new gen of NFTs are going to stay and move on. And also, you know, NFTs, it does counteract the problem with liquidity, which we see with tokens. You know, you can launch a token. I can send you the contract address. You buy in. If not much momentum after, you know, a few moments, you're probably just going to push that sell button. Whereas NFTs, it does give that longevity to, you know, to holding. And if you add in the perks, there's incentives there. So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, Pengu's absolutely smashing it right now. We've got K1 in the chat as well, guys. Big shout out to the Solana Temple fam there.
What up?
She's saying NFTs as membership cards are a bit complicated though, because they can be transferred easily. Have you thought about a double gated transfer process?
No, so it doesn't matter, right? I'm okay for people to share it. That's fine. Like for example, and like that's the decentralization of it for me. It's like if I only have a really small group of clients. If all of my clients have this membership, when they go to a certain event, they not only get entry, they get an upgraded experience. Okay. So if they were to give that away, then yeah, it could be used multiple times, but that's the like good in decentralization. But if they ever wanted to see what it would go for on the open market, then they also have that option. So it's not like you can't control floor price. You can just control, like, if you have an actual business model built to provide that service without relying on anything on the NFT side, then it's purely a membership.
Yeah. Nice. We're gonna talk more about what you're working on with Build Fitness. But I'm just gonna head over to BLOFIN, guys, and we'll do a quick live trade. As we've got the Solana fam in the house right now, it's only right that we make a Solana trade. Let me know in the chat if I should go long or short. This will just be a live stream trade, so I'll probably close it towards the end of today's stream. Let's pull this up. We got 150 with Sol. Quan, have you been? I know you like trading as well. Have you been trading recently?
Yeah, I'll put in a trade with you. I won't show mine though, but I'll put in a trade with you.
Nice. I think I'm tempted here, guys, to actually go short. You could say we may head back up to 160 to kind of cover up this ground here, but I believe with Bitcoin at where it is at the moment, just 107 towards 108, I think perhaps we drop down slightly on short time frame. So I'm gonna whack this in. I'm gonna go. Haven't got huge conviction with this. If you think I'm wrong, guys, put in the chat, go long. We've got Pratik here is saying to go short. K1, let me know what you're thinking right now. We've got Steve in the chat as well. Let us all know. And we've got Gannicus. Big shout out to Gannicus. And I will show what Steve and Gannicus have been working on, and myself as well, on the stream a little bit later. So let's...
how long are we keeping this trade open?
I normally keep it open for, about 30 minutes or so. Okay. So let's whack this in. Sell short. Oh, it's logged me out, I think. Let me just reload this. That's the problem with K10. Sorry. I didn't want to dox your full name. I didn't know if you were doxed like that. Okay.
I'm gonna go long. I'm gonna go long with a take profit of 149.50.
So whoever wins is getting the drinks. Why is it not market? Why is it not filling up for me? For some reason, it's not. I
can't log into mine either, bro.
Yeah. So maybe are you also trading on BLOFIN?
Yeah.
Maybe there's something going on right now. Because it's not pulling over my funds to the futures account.
Just logged me out of there.
Weird. Maybe it knows we're streaming. Let's pull up this.
Yeah, I won't be able to do it. I gotta log in.
Okay, no, I've got it. I've got it here now. It's loaded through. Let's just whack this in, and we move on, guys, and then keep an eye on the chart. Sol USD. Let's pull this up.
I can do Hyperliquid, actually. Yes,
okay. Perfect. Market. Let's whack that in. I would have had a better entry. Did sell short. Here we go, guys. Let's whack that in. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll come back to it at the end of the stream as well. We've got K10 saying the big beautiful bill passed late last night. Markets might reflect that today. Not sure which way it's going to go, but I'm guessing bullish. Yeah, I will be keeping an eye on the American Open in a few hours now. Actually, it's not far at all. But let's head over to the newsletter. Let's have a quick run through here. And guys, if you are wanting to sign up to BLOFIN, no KYC, you can withdraw up to 25k a day, so you'll have no issues there. It's best for fees as well. If you sign up with our link, you get VIP level 1. So go check it out, guys. BLOFIN, very similar to Bybit if you've used that in the past as well. But here we say, Bitcoin awaits its turn. While Bitcoin continues to consolidate, the S&P 500 and Nasdaq are printing record highs with a roaring stock market, a stark contrast from the crypto market. I found a lot of our community, a lot of people in the audience here as well, have been trading gold, been trading stocks. I tend to not kind of put my focus on too many things and stick to crypto. But what about yourself, Quan? Have you been trading gold or having a look at the S&P 500?
No. I'm crypto. I'm crypto in and out. Like I look at it as a sport, so I'm trying to get better at it every day. So, yeah.
I'll tap into that mentality actually once we've gone through our newsletter because they definitely do merge. Let's head down here. We've got Bitcoin is finding resistance at 108,600, coinciding with where the last rally also ended. This is the main obstacle for Bitcoin currently. However, it should clear it. And then 110,270 will be the last line of defense before it encounters this all-time high. If we go over to TradingView, we can have a quick look where we're at the moment. So I've got some resistance here at kind of 107,500 as well. And if we're following the chart, if I just go onto the 1 hour, pull this out a little bit more, we can see, look, we've got 110 up here, 112, sorry, 110 here, and then 108 as well, which we've got to push through. I do think perhaps if we break this 106 level, I actually called the short here yesterday, and then unfortunately it came back up. Once it broke out of this range for me, I was expecting it to perhaps come down to 104, and then worst case scenario 102 there as well. But do you think we stay in this range? We've been in this range for a long time, but to me, I feel like we're probably going to be in this range all summer now, Quan.
Possibly. Look, I got my chart up. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, let me pull your screen up. Let me just add that one. Okay, I have to remove mine and then add yours. There we go.
Yeah, so we got a bit of a pitchfork here, and we've reclaimed the middle of the pitchfork. So there still is a bullish case. We could come back down, retest this fair value gap here at about 106, 106.1. If we have a strong reaction there, then I do think we can run this high again, because it's not a great high. So we can get up there, rerun that high, and still stay within this pitchfork before we come back down and then retest again, which would be a big drop. But then that would be the range all the way back down to about a little bit above 99.
Yeah.
So, this flag right now is holding. The top of that zone right now would be where I got 108.39. So that's where we're headed for 108.39 right now to test that swing fail on the 8-hour. So if we can have a good reaction, bust through that, and then come back and retest, then I'll probably enter. But as of right now, I'm looking to short at that level.
Yeah. I was speaking to my business partner as well, that Martini, and he says, as soon as it heads over for 109, he's taking the shorts, and he's not taking shorts below that right now. So I think it's a good method, and if we can rinse and repeat that over the summer, happy days. And that's what I've seen a lot of our community, you know, even myself, I'm more of a altcoin meme coin trader, and we're having a lot of our community and even myself, you know, turn to trading the ranges, and you know, realizing that even in a kind of stagnant market, there's money to be made. And I know you've been trading quite consistently, but back in February, you know, we were both discussing trades and had open trades going as well. What's been your favorite pairing to trade in 2025? Is it normally Bitcoin, or do you prefer kind of trading Solana or even some lower cap alts?
Bartcoin has moved the smoothest of any coin that I've traded in the past year.
that is crazy to say, isn't it?
Right, it's been straight butter, bro. Like, it looks good again. It looks really good again. Looks strong. Obviously, if Bitcoin nukes, then everything's gonna kind of tumble with it. But even if it comes back down and retests 79, like that's a really good liquidity zone for it. And yeah, I think we can get back to all-time highs on Farcoin, which is over $2. So
that's crazy, isn't it? You know, it's crazy to think Bonk. You can kind of put them in the same box slightly. You know, Bonk's been going for a while, and now, you know, they're at a similar market cap now. And Fartcoin, it's just Fartcoin, but the community, the vibes are good, and like you say, the chart's been brilliant.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them in the same boat as Bonk. Market cap wise, yeah, but nah.
yeah, definitely similar. We're seeing memes 2.0. I was speaking to the Swissborg team last night. They're bringing out Nomu, you know, which is a meme coin but with utility.
What was it called? You broke up a little bit.
Nomu, so Nomu. So it's launching in July. They've linked up with a sushi restaurant. They'll be doing kind of like one item on the menu. If you buy back, then you get rewards to the holders of Nomu. So it should be interesting as well. So they're going different approach. Whereas Fartcoin, it's unapologetically itself, isn't it? It is what it says on the tin.
Because hot air rises.
Hot air rises. Yeah, exactly, exactly. We've got K10 also saying, the other macro things I'm looking at is the very possibility of J Powell capitulating and lowering rates, or even getting booted from the Fed. Yeah, exactly. I think his time's coming up anyway. Come January time.
He's not gonna be gone until January.
No. There was rumors, wasn't there, a week or two that he was going to resign. I did a video on it. He didn't resign, so it was a bit annoying.
He came out in the interview and said that he's not leaving until his term is up. And Trump said that he's not going to fire him. So it's like everything else is just noise.
Yeah. We've got do your own rugs. Finally back at live streams. Yes, we will be going live every day at 11. Been traveling around a little bit, but we are on the road now. But Quan, now we've covered the market update. Let's talk about your journey into Web3. Because you've been in Web3 for a few years now, but you've been in fitness for even longer. What's your journey? Where were you based, and how did it all merge with Web3?
Man, okay, my journey. I'll keep it short, man. So I was just, how did I get into it? I seen the Bored Ape hype. People told me about Bitcoin. Actually, my grandmother, she was like, shout out Grams, but man, she does so many of these like Ponzi schemes that like you can't take any of them serious anymore, even though they're good ones. And one of them was Bitcoin, and she actually did make a decent amount of money on Bitcoin, but she sold but her good amount of money was like selling, I think, at 4K. Yeah. So she was like, you know, like that was a good bit. Fast forward, I still didn't get into Bitcoin. Bored Apes are going crazy. I didn't know what a derivative was, so I bought a derivative Bored Ape. Yeah. And I was wondering why I couldn't cash it out for $1 million like the other ones. But yeah. Then I was just like, all right, learned about NFTs, got on Solana NFTs, started raking in with just like getting every whitelist. I was a Discord dog. You
were grinding the Discords.
Yeah, but while I was doing this, I was volleyball coach, basketball coach, working out of school, and I was starting my own performance training brand in North Carolina. And so once all of that I started making money from NFTs, I was like, okay, I can stop at the school. So I was doing just NFTs and then my performance business, and then that grew. Trading got better, and I actually went and made a lot of money on the stock market. When I think this was around the time of the recession. So,
Yeah.
Well, not the recession, COVID.
Yeah.
Sorry, the time of COVID, and so then everything kind of tanked. I bought a lot, and then only up, and yeah, that was like my intro to being able to do this shit a little bit more full time.
Awesome, man. And when did you move out to Thailand, and how did you meet your kind of crypto community? Also, how did you meet George from FOMO and kind of other well-known faces in the Solana ecosystem? How did you first get introduced?
Okay, so in the States, I actually went to a few hacker houses.
Nice.
That's how I found out about the crypto community in Thailand. So I found out about a crypto community in Thailand, Taipei, and Tulum.
Yes.
All the T's. And then I kind of made my decision for Thailand. Like I went there and I was just like, yep, I'm there long term. So yeah, then like George, we met before at some conference, but like we met officially through a friend that was like, what was it? One of my friend's friends wanted to come to the thing. What up, bro? They wanted to come to this thing called Solana Temple. I was like, what is that? And they were like, oh, it's like a wellness type of initiative for founders. It was like, really? Who's who's leading their training and workouts and whatnot? And like, I don't think anybody else. Like, all right, bet. Put me in contact.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, he was a cool dude. Him and David is hilarious, bro.
Yeah. Great content.
And then the rest of the Solana Temple squad is Terrace, Ivan, Lena, Sophia, yeah, everybody.
And just for everyone listening, so Solana Temple, it was a month-long wellness retreat back in January, February time in Bali. Really nice resort about your wellness, how your wellness can improve your trading and your day-to-day as well. The name of this stream is Real Wealth Starts with Health. Where did you first see kind of improvements from founders and that appetite for founders to regain their health and improve themselves that way?
So I started off training a few founders in the space. It was like, again, I met some of them at the different hacker houses and breakpoints. So I ended up getting just connected with some bigger people in crypto that really wanted to get healthy, but they just were like really in the thick of it. So, like these guys that are like owning a few different things, working with a few different teams, advising all that shit. So sorry if I can't curse. Sorry. But yeah, they were just like trying to find that balance. And I was just like, it's not about getting strong, getting big, and doing it for like 2 weeks. It's about how to like make this it's about how to make it more of like a longer term lifestyle. And so it turned more into coaching, because before then I was doing sports performance, more in-person things as more of a side job. And then the online coaching came from just understanding what these coaches needed. And it wasn't just necessarily like a plan, a diet, it was more like, how do I take these small things from what I'm already doing and make it easy to live better, to live healthier, or whatever it might be.
One thing I noticed about your style is you're very understanding of, sometimes these founders, they have to be by their computer for 24 hours straight, especially around launch times. And you were like, I understand that. I'm not going to send you out on a two hour run, but there are things that you can do from your desk, even getting up and, doing stretches, doing press ups and all that, get the circulation going. This is all important. And I feel like, some PTs in the past, they may be like, no, you have to go do this. You're like, your method is, you make do with what you got, what you can do at the time. And yeah, it's awesome to see. We got K10 saying, yeah, Kwan's session kicks my ass. We got Alex here as well, GM Barley Gang.
Well.
Maybe this is when I pull in George now, and you guys can do the announcement. So yeah, do you want to come in and we'll speak about Solana Temple Season 2, guys?
Let's go.
GM. Yeah, I can't say too much right now, but I can announce that, yeah, we're going to do a Season 2. It's going to be later on in the year, so end of Q4. And yeah, pretty sure it's going to be in Bali. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at maybe the South Coast this time, so we can do a bit more surfing. And yeah, it's pretty much going to be the same team with a few new additions. And yeah, we're going to go through the planning and like how we're going to organize this to be the best Solana Temple to improve on what we did last time. So I'm really excited to go on that journey and do it again. Looking for new sponsors, new partners, and yeah, new participants to come join us. Yeah, how do you feel about this, Kwan? How do you feel it went last time? Are there any major things in your head now that you think we could improve on?
Yeah, man. This bullish news is kind of aligning with like everything I got cooking for the rest of the year as well. So I can't say much about that either, but there's like a bigger wellness initiative where I'm trying to kind of curate what exactly is going to cater to people in this space a little bit more. So like, whether it be like sound healing, whether it be different, not just workouts, but like different routes. So different plans for everybody. And then having different breakdowns of how your day will look because of this path or whatever. And then there'll be times where it intermingles and whatnot, but it's like more of an encompassing overall wellness view. So it'll be dope to see it come to life a few times this year.
Oh, that's good. And yeah, I completely agree. Like we had some people at Solana Temple that wanted to, work out every day and really like push their fitness. Someone like Simon from Solana ID, or then you had someone like BK who doesn't really work out that much, and he just enjoyed the fact that his sleep routine got adjusted. So he started going to bed earlier and getting up earlier, and just that for him was like a really big improvement. So there's loads of different ways that people can improve their health, their wealth. So yeah, awesome. I will hand back to Spurs, but yeah, stay tuned for more announcements. Follow Solana_Temple. See you in a bit, guys.
All right, bro.
You'll definitely be hearing all the announcements from us anyway as it progresses, guys. But I think later, I don't know if we can give a date yet, but later on in the year, if you're a founder, someone building in the space, or even an investor, reach out to myself, George, Kwan, and the team there, and they'll be able to put you in the right direction if you would like to come join as well. And I've got to say, the first season was absolutely amazing. So I think this season 2 is going to be a difficult one to get onto. I think George might have to do a few extra spots because it's definitely going to be very well sought after this trip, because the first season was amazing. We got Alex here as well. Thailand. Did you give away? No, you did give away the location. It's likely going to be in South Bali. Rather than Ubud this time, closer to the beach. K10 saying being closer to the beach gives more options for sessions. Some morning workouts on the beach down there I can imagine would be cool. DFit season. K10, I had better make the list. You're already in Bali, so I think you're definitely on the list, K10, and you're awesome lady to have as well. But let's quickly check on this stream from today. Let me just pull over. Let me add that to the stage. I think we're a little bit underwater now. I think, Kwan, you would have made the right decision if you were going to take your long position. Is it pulling through? Okay, we're on the wrong stuff there in the right stuff. I've lagged out a little bit. Here we go. Okay, yeah, you can see we're slightly underwater here. Only 4% under. I think if we come above 152, I may take the loss on this. But I expect we'll probably come down to 145. But I'll keep that open for now, guys. Let me know if that was the wrong decision. But let me just show you guys Quan's link tree here as well. You've got your, when it loads through, sorry about this, guys, French connection. Here we go. We've got Quan's YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram. What's the best social media to catch you on, Quan?
To be fair, for conversation, it's probably gonna be Instagram, TikTok.
Yes.
No, YouTube. Go watch the videos, but yeah, Instagram is probably the best.
Nice. And we can see here. I actually had a question from Graham earlier in the chat. Is this related to Kudus? No, but you are a Kudus affiliate, and you do like the team, right? You work closely.
I was a Kudus ambassador.
Oh.
I mean, no hard feelings that I'm just not being currently working with them. But yeah, like at any time, me and Kudus can do a collab. It's no big. I think Kudus is actually their second sports series is supposed to be coming out soon. I think they're already on sale, but yeah, they're like already doing some big things.
Yeah, I had Dirk on stream a couple of weeks back. They've got their like new sports series. I spoke to them recently as well. They're absolutely smashing it. And is there any other kind of wellness or fitness Web3 projects, Quan, that we should have our eye on right now?
Moonwalk definitely. Moonwalk is my favorite. They're like, how do I say? You can tell it's not like about the. It's not like you can't be greedy yet. Like they've set it up to where you're just being accountable and, kind of taking a little bit from somebody that's not, but we're trying to encourage them to be accountable. Like they haven't came out with the degen ways yet because they're really trying to just hold people accountable. So like, that's like my favorite. They have, who else? We have Pulse now. They just sold out. Again, not really like working with them in any fashion, but interested in their product. Who else? That's pretty much it for wellness stuff, I would say.
And here's like your short content. Your consistency with this is great. I know I can tell you've got good consistency in the gym, but your consistency with content and videos is really good as well, guys. So make sure to go give them a follow. All the links are in the description down there as well. Just pulling through. This is Moonwalk here. So can people get involved with Moonwalk already? Is there the app it says download now on iOS and Android. How long has Moonwalk been going for?
I'm sorry?
How long has Moonwalk been active on iOS and Android?
For a while. Like it obviously had the early stages of like you had to download 2 apps to connect for crypto stuff and blah blah blah. But now, it's pretty dope. They have like the fiat rails should be up within the next couple months, and then they have some bigger integrations with like Solana breakpoint stuff for the end of the year. So that'd be really fun to kind of see where we can go with that. Nice.
Brilliant. I think we'll wrap up here for today. Quan, I'd love to have you back on stream. Anytime you're welcome. We can definitely. There's so much to touch upon with wellness. And if you guys are wanting to get more involved, reach out to Quan. I put his link tree in the description down there as well. Reach out to the Solana Temple team if you're wanting some more information. Give them a follow as well. You'll see all the announcements there. We've got Gannicus actually saying Supermark. So I've got to check out Supermark. I'll show Quan. I'm not sure if you've seen Supermark, but he is a Copenhagen living legend. He did a live stream on Pump Fund launch. It's at 25K now. He's got locked supply. And basically, Mark is an absolute legend. He's actually hosting the fight night tonight in Copenhagen.
I seen him at a Muay Thai fight. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
The dance before.
So we've got a load of edits of the clips, and I got to say he's the bossiest dev ever. He'll look at the clip and go, no, I want this color here, and he loves it, guys. He's working on this project. My homie's out in Copenhagen with him now, Sam. And at $10 million market cap, he's going to get a new motorbike, guys. So let's make it happen. We had Kook on Twitter was replying to the Supermark channel last night. That Martini guys called it. We've had Crypto King call it. But yeah, it's
Your
super.
shorts cooking, by the way.
Thank you, man.
Your shorts cooking.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Nice. It's heading back down. But yeah, guys, go check it out. Like I say, all the links for Quan are in the description there. If you want to trade on BLOFIN as well, use the link for VIP tier 1. We've got Alex 10 saying yes, K10 fully agree, and they're shaking hands together. But guys, if you want to join the Solana Temple crew, go give them a follow, and you can join Alex, Quan, and K10 and George over in November in Bali. But Quan, thank you so much for coming on today, man. Really look forward to having you on again. There's definitely lots more that we can discuss. I know you're deep in the trenches. You're actively trading, so it's good to be around gentlemen like yourself as well. So thank you so much. Hope you had a good time. Everyone listening as well, please make sure to slap a like and subscribe. And yeah, let's sign off here, guys. Take care.